ceasefire initiative with Israel. The proposals include a 6-week pause in fighting, during which 40 captives held by Hamas would be released in return for 900 Palestinian prisoners. BBC News. Apple has warned users in 92 countries they may have been the target of what it calls a mercenary spyware attack. It hasn't named the countries, but media reports say India is one of those affected. It's in the middle of an election campaign with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Hindu nationalist BJP seeking a third term in office. Last October, a number of politicians and journalists in India said Apple warned them that they were being targeted by state-sponsored attackers. Officials in Pakistan say 17 people were killed and 40 injured when a truck carrying pilgrims to a Muslim shrine fell into a ravine. It happened on Wednesday night in Balochistan province. Police have arrested the driver, saying he was speeding. Stunning artwork has been uncovered in a new excavation at Pompeii, the Italian city buried in an eruption from Mount Vesuvius almost 2,000 years ago. Archaeologists say the frescoes are among the finest yet found among the ruins. They're in a room thought to have been used by Pompeii's elite as a place to gather, entertain and eat. The director of Pompeii Archaeological Park, Gabriele Zuccatrigo, spoke to the BBC from the site.
It's almost as big as a classroom you can imagine. It has a white floor, mosaic floor, and black walls. This was because they had dining parties here in the evenings, and they had lamps, and the smoke should not have been seen on the walls, so they just painted them in black. And they had also some beautiful scenes from Greek myth painted on these black walls.
The death has been announced in Japan of the first foreign-born sumo grand champion. Akapono, who was 54, suffered heart failure earlier this month. Born in Hawaii, Akinobo paved the way for many other foreign-born wrestlers and broke down cultural barriers in the traditional sport. BBC News.
Welcome to the explanation from the BBC World Service. This is Ros Atkins alongside Katie Razzle, and this is the Media Show. We're here to explain the trends behind the fast-changing media landscape.
This week, we're unpicking the news that OpenAI and Meta are reported to have made a giant leap with their AI tools. They're about to unveil bots that reason. We've got the journalist who broke the story to help us understand what it all means.
We're also going to focus on Donald Trump's social media platform, Truth Social. We'll speak to an academic who's assessing its impact on news coverage in the US, and we'll speak to the programmer who was there right at the start.
But our first guest today is the executive chairman of Sky News. David Rhodes has the job of keeping the rolling news channel relevant in the age of social media. A tough gig, but he's well qualified. He's held jobs at CBS and Bloomberg, and his career began back in the 90s at Rupert Murdoch's Fox News.
I got that gig because I worked my way up from running the auto queue, honestly. I started working there in 1996 at the beginning of this career, and basically they hired 700 people, about the size of the newsroom we now have working in English at Sky, and we're doing that over the space of about 3 months. So not to diminish my credentials for that opportunity, but I mean, basically, if you could get in the door, they were hiring a lot of people in a really short span of time, and you sort of work your way up. That was my entry-level opportunity.
And when you were at Fox, you presumably were aware that it was becoming quite a divisive presence within the American media.
Well, I left in 2008. I worked for News Corp a second time when I first moved to this country, at that time to spec out what later became Fox TV. And then I left the company a second time about 3 years ago when I went to work at Sky on the business side.
Did you know Rupert Murdoch when you were back in those Fox days? Was he present at Fox? Were you at what point did you encounter him?
You know, it's interesting when you talk about somebody who actually, has seen the program, engages with it, has an opinion. I mean, he is one of those people, and I think that he's interested to know what's going on. He's interested in what you've heard, what you're reporting, what's going to be in the program, what's going to be in the paper. In those early years, that first time working at the company, I really had no interaction with him because I was at relatively speaking, at a line level. This second time around, I mean, he just turned 93 last month. So and there was also COVID, and I was relocating from the United States, but he was still very interested in the work that we were doing. And I just mainly found him to be, an engaged proprietor. And maybe that falls short of the mark of all the stories that people expect, but he was just interested and engaged.
I can remember talking to one person who worked within US cable news in the early part of the noughties, saying that everyone knew down to the minute when the ratings were going to arrive in the afternoon, and the whole day kind of revolved around it, and they would break down each item, and that worked, that didn't work, to a degree that sounded like it was on another level.
But think about where we are now, where you walk around any newsroom, like the newsroom here at the BBC. It's fair to say our newsroom at Sky, we have up the, Adobe screens, the real-time data, the, click rate, the performance of different items of text. Now you're sort of buried in this. So yes, you used to get, you got sort of an average minute audience against linear television, and you kind of check your decisions against that in a commercial context. Now you're getting 54 flavors.
And after your second stint with Rupert Murdoch, and as has been documented, you left and you land the job as executive chairman of the Sky News Group, and you arrive, and presumably one of the first things that you have to do is analyze the situation that Sky News is in within the broader news ecosystem. I wonder what your conclusions were about what was going for Sky, but also equally what needed to change.
It's a great brand. And what I think it has going for it is a real ability to be agile. So, for instance, Stuart Ramsey goes to Haiti in recent weeks, interviews Barbecue, who's...
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Vedasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06 386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time. You are not sure? Well, Lamb shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820, or you can visit our website www.welllamb.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamb@gmail.com. Well Lamb shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Dohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Vedasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business. The show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06 386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Rohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Vedasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business. The show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. God, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? Or your facials may be exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820, or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Vedasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you're stressed out, tired. God, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
To erupt about 18 to 20 years of age, which once was the time we would regard humans as being wise.
Health and well-being from the BBC World Service.
In a couple of minutes on the BBC World Service, some of the world's more uplifting stories, including the reindeer herder rescued from the frozen wilderness of Lapland thanks to the skills of the indigenous Sami people, a voice you might know from the film Moana and how she's using music to preserve and promote her endangered language, more music in northwestern Uganda and how it's helping refugees heal from war. Oh, and a history-making sumo wrestler as well. All that after this summary.
BBC News with Moira Alderson. A Vietnamese property developer has been sentenced to death in one of the biggest corruption cases in the history of the country. Trong My Lan was found guilty of swindling billions of dollars from the Saigon Commercial Bank. President Zelensky has said the latest Russian attacks on Ukraine's energy infrastructure highlight the urgent need for more air defences. Thousands have been left without power. Karen fighters in Myanmar say they've taken the Myawaddy and that government soldiers have withdrawn from the town. It's the latest settlement near the Thai border the military junta has lost. A senior US general is said to be visiting Israel amid fears that Iran may be preparing a retaliatory strike against the country. Iran has repeatedly said a suspected Israeli strike on the Iranian consulate in Damascus won't go unpunished. The Democratic Party has won an unexpected landslide victory in the South Korean parliamentary election. The opposition gains are seen as a setback for President Yoon Suk-yeol. Reports speak of another disaster involving a boat carrying migrants in the Mediterranean. 9 people are said to have been killed when their vessel capsized on its way from Tunisia. Apple says customers in more than 90 countries may have been targeted in spyware attacks. India, currently preparing for elections, is said to be one of the countries affected. Almost 40 prisoners are said to have escaped from a jail in the capital of Comoros Islands by walking out through the main gate. The authorities have blamed security guards for negligence. The first foreign-born sumo grand champion has died at the age of 54. Born in the United States, Akabono won 11 championships and has been praised for opening the door to the Japanese sport for wrestlers from outside the country. That's the latest world news from the BBC.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you're stressed out, tired. God, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
App that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Vedasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business. The show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820, or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Radio show. The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
Hi there, this is CJ Buckman, your life coach. And whenever I'm in London, I listen to Starr Radio UK right here. But guess what? You can listen to wherever you are.
While the others keep on talking, we keep on rocking.
Show them you got the Coco set. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Harry Song, aka Mr. Songs. This is the King Makeup about for the girls. We're here. This is Starr Radio. Don't go nowhere. UK, London. We they call them London for who? For here, we they call them London. And that's how you know. Just have fun and stay blessed.
All around the world.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile. If you just smile. Hey, this is Archie, and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is UK. Starr Radio UK. This is Starr Radio UK.
Welcome.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Today is Thursday, the 11th day of April, the year 2024, with a time now exactly at 10:41. This is Starr Radio UK, their Thursday edition of the morning show. Wherever you are, let me say once again, welcome to the program, and don't even think of touching the dial, because from now till 12 o'clock, when I bring the curtains down for the end of the program, I'm going to bring you everything that you need to know pertaining to what is happening from across the globe, from other parts of the world, and of course, here in the UK, where we broadcasting live from as well. So wherever you are, do me a massive favor, just share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages as well. All right then? Okay, so let's kick off. Well, let me say good morning to my producer, my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy. He sees to everything. And, well, what can we do without him? Nothing, of course. Well, so Francis, good morning to you. Let me say good morning to Mr. Frank David, Mr. Laimi Koiki, Felix, Kojodi, Pastor Michael Esiama, all the way in Ghana on that special outreach program there. We salute you. And then to all the members of Power Word International, the Power Word International, everybody, all massive good morning to you for your efforts there. And also, let me take the opportunity to say massive good morning to Anthony Adedeji, Aziz, Shamsuddin, massive good morning to you. Mo, good morning. Another Mo in the USA. Yes, good morning to you all. I hope that you all had a good celebration for the Eid. And Yummy, how was the celebrations? Yeah, he will tell us more about that. Okay. Pastor Emmanuel Chidi, massive good morning to you as well. Eben, good morning. Delta, good morning. Alfred, yes, I salute you all. And to everyone who has tuned in this morning to listen or to watch us, I salute each and every one of you. And I say welcome on board. This is Starr Radio UK, but I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
Okay, so let's crack on. Okay, just bear with me. Well, so let's crack on. I'm going to bring you the quote for the day. The weather forecast will follow suit, then the travel updates as well. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. Okay, and that is known as global trotting. Then after that, we'll continue to bring you some more of the stories making the rounds from Nigeria to where? All parts of the world. As we do say on this platform, if it's making the headlines, why not? We'll make sure that we touch on it. So wherever you are, just feel free. Share your thoughts with us. And exactly at 11:45, the lines will be open for you to add your voice to the discussions. However, before then, if you want to do so, just post it on the platforms that we are broadcasting on. And I promise you one thing for sure, it all come your way nicely. All right, then. So let's crack on. So the quote for the day say, it is firm conviction that everyone's destiny will have its ups and downs, zigzags, drawbacks, and accomplishments. So the fact that you are going through that doesn't mean that you got to throw in the towel or all the odds are against you such that they've overcome you. No. Some way, somehow, we are able to, beat the situation. So find a way to beat the situation that you might find yourself in. And I promise you one thing for sure, that you will see that things are happening and good things are coming your way. This is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now to 10:45. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's crack on. Now, when it comes to the weather front, well, last night was nippy. It was good. It was good for sleeping. However, let's see what today holds for us and subsequent days. What we're going to be seeing there. So, this afternoon we'll see a mixture of patchy cloud and sunny spells, and it will be dry. It will continue warm and breezy. Now, tonight we'll see clear spells early, but more clouds soon move in from the southwest. It should be mainly dry, but the odd shower cannot be ruled out. It will continue breezy there as well. Total temperature is going to be 19 degrees. The lowest is going to be 11 degrees. Pollen level is going to be high. For those who suffer from hay fever, get your antihistamines. Now, UV level is going to be low and pollution is going to be low. Sunset is going to be 19:52 and sunrise for tomorrow morning, 06:12 hours. And that brings us to the end of the weather forecast. This is Starr Radio UK and this is the Thursday edition of the morning show. But it's now time for us to go on the roads to tell you exactly what is happening on your travels this morning. Keep your eyes on the roads. Keep your eyes on the roads. Also keep it navigated. And I promise our bond. On the travel this morning, the Northern Line has got part closures that is on the underground. As we did say, until today. So by the close of today, it will all be sorted out there for you. Between Golders Green and Edgware, due to planned engineering works, replacement buses are in operation. So check it out. That aside, all the other underground lines are running a good service. London Overground, DLR, good service. And as you know, the London Tram Link until the 24th of April. Yes, this phenomenon is going to go on. So be rest assured that they're sorting it out. And by the 24th, yes, just get on if you were traveling from between Wellesley Road, George Street, and Beckham Junction, MS and New Addington. You have to use eastbound trams will operate from Wimbledon to Wellesley Road, and westbound trams will operate from George Street to Wimbledon. So that is it for you. So check it out so that if it's your plan to travel via any of those routes, be forewarned. Keep your eyes on the roads. Now, coming to the major roads in London, Central London Red routes have got serious delays. So if you can avoid it, do your best to do so. And we come to the river bus, where I can tell you assuredly it's running a good service throughout. The London Cable Car is also running very good service there. Then finally to the National Rail. Well, keep your eyes on the roads. If you have any updates from there, feel free to share it with us. And I promise you one thing for sure, I will share it with our outstanding wonderful listeners from wherever they might be. So, cross country, First Trans-Pennine Express, Great Northern, Great Western Railway, Greater Anglia, ScotRail, Southwestern Railway, Southern, Thameslink, and Transport for Wales have all got minor delays or experiencing minor delays. That aside, Grand Central, Northern Rail are also experiencing special or have special services. So check before you embark on your journey. That is how all the others are running a good service there. So you zoom through it like no man's business. But that's why I would say it once again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today. But you know what? As we say, you know, to keep those eyes where? On the road. Let's take a quick commercial and I'll be with you. Stay tuned.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Vedasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business. The show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you ready to turn it up?
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK and this is the Thursday edition of the morning show and we continue. Yes, now we go global trotting. Let me tell you what is happening from across the globe. What's kicking off from where? Nigeria. Now, Actors Guild of Nigeria confirms Junior Pope's death. It's one of the stories. And Gatwick Express, my apologies, just come off the travel updates and therefore say Gatwick Express. Now, Gatwick Airport acknowledges air peace after social media backlash. We'll be telling you more about all that in a moment. So wherever you are, don't even think of touching the dial or going away. Natural gas is vital to driving economic growth. And NPCL is saying, of course, it is. Now, Tinubu congratulates Aliko Dangote on his 67th birthday. And we say, congratulations, and may the Lord add to your years for all the good work that you are doing. As your years, so shall your strength be. Okay, and then reduction of diesel price to 1,200 naira will lower Nigeria's inflation rate. That's what Dangote is saying. Is it because his refinery is upstream and his products are on the market and anything that by so doing the competition and stuff like that is going to help it. The CBN sacks 50 more staff for what? Are they all culpable or something? Now, ex-Kogi governor son slumps, dies after Eid prayer in Abuja. Sad wonder, were you suffering some ill health? Now, lawyers threatening withdrawal of if DSS refuses access to Kano, why are they refusing access to him? Omahi responds to article on issues around the Lagos-Calabar coastal highway. All right, so we'll be telling you more about all that in a moment. There will be no room for criminal-minded travelers in Nigeria, NIS is saying. Really? Let's see. Well, what have they got different from other we have? Troops arrest ISWAP terrorists behind killing of Nigerian Army General. 3 other soldiers as well. Well, congratulations to them for apprehending this individual. Well, lots more going to be coming your way from there. This is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. When it comes to other stories making the rounds, Togo delays legislative and regional polls until April 29th. And in Senegal, in some classroom, deaf and hard of hearing. Well. And Kenyan Muslims pray for Palestinians as they mark the end of their fasted Ramadan. Now, new polls find support for South Africa's ruling party ANC is low. Okay, we'll be telling you more about that. But Togo has banned protests against arrests of opposition activists. We'll see what happens there. They tell you ban it and they will come. The more you shut us down, the more we also come up. Well, it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And other stories making the rounds in Ghana. Big bank keys are provided to receiver all information on financial position of bank. As defense witnesses say, investigations at Scholarship Secretariat active, ongoing. That's what the OSP is saying. The Office of Special Prosecutor is saying that investigation to the Scholarship Secretariat is active. What is all that about? Now, those who can afford, we're giving them scholarship. And those who can't and have got the brains, they will just throw them under the bus. Now, coalition team clarifies source of funding for local government universities. Okay? Interesting one there. And Akufo-Addo sacks Senate boss. President Akufo-Addo has terminated the appointment of the Director General of the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, Dr. John Ofori Tinkrang. He will go with 3 months' salary as well as collect any terminal benefits. Okay? Well, maybe he didn't do anything. That's what he's getting all that benefit. We'll tell you more about all that as the program unfolds. Now, NPP constituency chairman in Ashanti region allegedly offered 500,000 Ghana cedis to endorse Napo as Baumia's running mate. Chairman Aluta is saying, what is that, Chairman Aluta? We're going to be telling you more about all that. Now, yesterday, we captured a story that talked about one Okechechie Frifa Mensah who said is the, they don't call them overlord here, the Wulomo, yes, greater than the law or above the law or something. Well, he has appeared before the Nungwa Traditional Council and has pleaded the invitation by the Nungwa Traditional Council after his presence was demanded to answer to allegation of making disparate comments against the Gbagbu Wulomo Shite, the overlord of the Gadangbe state and king of Odaifio Welenchi III, the paramount chief of the Nungwa traditional area. Well, I will tell you about what he said there. Well, he said, is the man above the law? Well, I bet you if they get me, they'll bring me there, can they? Well, let's see. Well, it is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Vietnamese billionaire has been sentenced to death for 44 billion fraud. She's a woman, interesting. The U.S. vows support for Israel amid Iran attacks fierce and dazzling acts found at ancient city of Pompeii. Wow, still digging, still finding. Arizona pushes abortion to the center stage of 2024 election. And then South Korea's ruling party suffers a crushing defeat. Lots more going to be coming your way from there. Well, Biden is considering a request to drop Assange's charges. I was going to say Assange's charges. I'm going to be telling you more about that. Arrest warrant issued for Chief's rise over crash. What happened? What brought about that? A Russian strike hit Odessa on city's liberation day. Okay, so this and a lot more going to be coming your way. It is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And then when it comes to the UK front, pressure grows to rethink rough sleeping clampdown. More than 30 groups warn the government that fining or arresting people risks stigmatizing the homeless. What safety net is in place for them? You walk about town, you see people just sitting in front of shops or by the roadsides and all that. Now, are there some who deliberately decide that, you know what, I don't want to pay no bills because I can't even think about it and decide to be homeless? Is that what we're trying to say? Or situation are such that it's so tough for these individuals, they cannot do anything about it but than to be homeless. Tell us more about that. Well, there seem to be a fake UK stamps blamed on China's made counterfeits. Well. So wisdom is wisdom. I'll be telling you more about that. And then man has been charged over murder of mom pushing baby in pram. You remember that? That took place last Saturday. I'll be telling you more about that. Okay, and then suspected murder victim, 27, named by police. There's a lot more going to be coming your way today. So wherever you are, don't tap the dial. We're going to take a musical break, and once we come back, we'll be bringing you all the details of the stories that we've highlighted this morning. As we say on this platform, from archaeology to zoology, if it's making the headline, we're going to be touching on this. So wherever you are, stay tuned. Enjoy this song from Pastor Theodora. Watch the answer. Enjoy.
Hear me now, He is the God of creation, the mighty one of Israel. He holds the sun in its place, He calls the stars one by one. That's the God who made you, He has called you His own. Yes, He has thoughts of you, thoughts of good, not evil. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're going. These are His words, let every man hear. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're going. These are His words, let every man hear. Before I formed you in the belly, I knew your name. I call you by your name. Before I formed you in the belly, listen now. Say a righteous man's steps are ordered by God. So in times of trials, lift your eyes to the hills. He that keepeth Israel, He will watch over you. What they meant for evil, my God will work for your good. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're down. These are His words, let every man hear. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're down. These are His words, let every man hear. Before I formed you in the belly, I knew your name. I called you by your name. Before I formed you in the belly, Now if you believe that, come on, let's say this to the world. He knows my name. He calls me friend. God who made you, He has called you His own. Yes, He has thoughts of you, thoughts of good, not evil. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're down. These are His words, let every man hear. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can see, He can hear. He knows where you're up, He knows where you're down. These are His words, let every man hear. Before I formed you in the belly, I knew your name. I call you by your name. Before I formed you in the belly, Listen now. Say a righteous man's steps are ordered by God. So in times of trials, lift your eyes to the hills. He that keepeth Israel, He will watch over you. What they meant for evil, my God will work for your good. God of Elijah, He answers by fire. He's a living God, He can can hear. He knows when you're up, he knows when you're down. These are his words, let every man hear. God of Elijah, he answers by fire. He's a living God, he can see, he can hear. He knows when you're up, he knows when you're down. These are his words, let every man hear. Before I formed you in the belly, I knew your name. I called you by your name. Before I formed you in the belly, yeah. Now if you believe that, come on, let's say this to the world. He knows my name. He knows my name. He calls me friend. I have the key. He's on my side. Come on, he knows my name. He knows my name. He calls me.
This is Starr Radio UK.
He's on my side. Say he knows my name. He knows my name. He calls me friend. I have nothing. He's on my side. Before I found you in the valley, I knew your name. I called you by your name. Before I found you in the valley.
Okay, that is from Theodora Gospel. He says, before I formed you in the belly, I knew thee. I hope that you've enjoyed the tune this morning. Okay, there. So some more music will come in your way during the course of the program. But for now, we're going to take a break. And then now we come back to have a detailed look at all the stories that is making the rounds. As I did say earlier on, feel free to share your take with us pertaining to anything. Anything. When I say anything, I mean anything. Stay tuned.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Welcome back to the program Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing the time now to 7 minutes past the top of the hour, and let's crack on. So starting from Nigeria, where I brought you all the stories that is making the rounds, a sad one that is happening. The Actors Guild of Nigeria has confirmed Junior Pope's death. National President of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, Emeka Rollas, has confirmed the death of Nollywood actor John Paul Odunwodo, popularly known as Junior Pope. The late actor and 3 of his colleagues were coming back from a movie location in a boat when they fell into the Annam River in Anambra on Wednesday. Rollas took to his Instagram page on Thursday to disclose the sad development, as he wrote, "It is so sad that our joy was short-lived." Now, my first post was out of excitement when we noticed his tingling fingers. 2 notable hospitals tried their best to revive him, but to no avail. God knows the best. We finally lost him. Mr. Friday's corpse has been identified, but 3 other corpses are yet to be found there as well, posting lots of a crying emoji there. The news agency of Nigeria NAN reports that the Junior Pope in 2006 joined the Nollywood industry and started attending movie auditions and acting as a minor character in movies. He usually played the role of a bodyguard, palace attendant, and servant in movies. In 2007, he rose to fame after acting in the Nollywood blockbuster movie Secret Adventures, a movie directed by Chidi Chikere. He acted in more than 150 Nollywood movies, and which include
Secret Adventure, Mad Sex, Bitter Generations, Vengeance of Bullet, The Cat, The Generals, Wrong Initiation, among others. In 2010, he won the award for Nollywood Most Promising Actor in Nigeria at the Entertainment Factory Awards. He is known for acting criminal, villain, armed robber, militant, and hitman roles in movies alongside Emma Humadu, Sylvester Madu, Zabi, Michael, Jim Ike, Alas Wariboko, Gentle, Jack, Hanks, Anuku, Jerry Amilo. After awards he won, other awards he won includes Best Actor in Supporting Role at the African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards and the Best Actor of the Year for the African Movie Academy Awards, among others. Well, we say it once again, may his soul rest in perfect peace. This is Star Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. For those of us who will be traveling to Nigeria or who want to be having a good trip coming from Nigeria to the UK, the Gatwick Airport, London, has finally announced the commencement of flights by Nigeria Air Peace. Air Peace. Now, Air Peace had commenced a direct Lagos-London flight to London Gatwick on March 30, 2024, amid fanfare by the second busiest airport in the United Kingdom, failed to follow its tradition of announcing inaugural flights. The airport did not also accord Air Peace the ceremonial water cannon salute to welcome the inaugural flight of a new airline. Nigerians had bombarded the airport on its social media channels over its failure to acknowledge the indigenous airline. Now, checks reveal that the airport on its verified X-handle at Gatwick Airport on April 3 announced the inaugural flight of Swiss Airline days after Air Peace commenced flight. Now, yesterday, we celebrated the inaugural flight of Fly Swiss from London Gatwick. Swiss International Airlines will be flying 6 times a week to Zurich, 7 as the main hub of the airline. Now, Zurich Airport is a gateway to Swiss' vast network of global destinations, the airport had announced on its X-handle. However, after sustained pressure from Nigerian social media users, the airport announced Air Peace presence 11 days after the airline flagged off its flight to the airport, Gatwick Airport. In a post on its X account yesterday, expressing excitement at welcoming Air Peace to Lagos London route, whose operation commenced on March 31, 2024. Said, exciting news. We recently welcomed Nigeria's carrier at Fly Air Peace to the London Gatwick family, flying daily to Lagos. The company's posts are partly read immediately after the official recognition. The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, grudgingly acknowledged the congratulatory message issued by Gatwick Airport to welcome Nigerian carrier Air Peace to its fold. However, Keyamo was a little dissatisfied that Gatwick message was belated and made his feelings known accordingly. Now, reacting, the minister first thanked the company before noting that the message should have come on the first day Air Peace arrived at the airport. Now, Keyamo also said the Nigerian government is looking forward to working with the Gatwick Airport to ensure seamless operation for the airline. Finally, thank you at Gatwick Airport. We expected this on the first day of arrival. Well, that's what he puts it. But the government of Nigeria fully supports our local operators, the minister wrote while quoting Gatwick Airport's post. Well, it's all coming your way from Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. The Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mr. Mele Kyari, has reiterated the crucial role of natural gas in fueling economic growth and industrial development. Now, Kyari spoke on Wednesday at the public presentation of a book, The Rise of Gas, From GasLink to the Decade of Gas, authored by Charles Ozezua. The GCEO highlighted gas global acceptance as a crucial energy source that sustains economic growth and drives industrial activities. represented by the company's head of relations and stakeholders management, Mrs. Oluwakemi Olumuyiwa Kiari, also emphasized the importance of documenting Nigeria's gas sector. He underscored the significance of prioritizing natural gas production and supply, particularly in the context of geopolitical dynamics and energy security in the global economy. Listeners, Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. President Bola Tinubu has congratulated Alhaji Aliko Dangote, the chairman of the Dangote Group, on the occasion of his birthday yesterday. Now, Chief Ajori Ngelale, a special advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, disclosed this in a statement on Wednesday in Abuja. Now, Ngelale said that the President joined the family and friends of Dangote to celebrate the founder, the largest industrial conglomerate in West Africa and one of Africa's business lord stars. Now, referencing the many industrial feats of the business colossus, President Tinubu extols Alhaji Dangote's famed dauntless and inventive spirit, as well as his facility for excellence in any venture. Now, it goes over to say the President commends the chairman of the Dangote Group for his interventions and support for Nigerians' young entrepreneurs, describing him as one of the industrialists who have kept the country on the global map as a haven for enterprise. The presidential spokesperson said at Dangote's birthday, Tinubu wished him and many more prosperous years in his endeavors in Nigeria, Africa, and the world. And as we said here, happy birthday, and may he live to be what? Sir, whatever years that you want to live, may you live to be that. We cherish your contribution to humanity. But it's all coming away from Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. I bring it a time now to 16 minutes past the top of the hour. Now, the chairman of Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, has said that the insignificant cut in the diesel price to 1,200 naira will have a positive effect on inflation in Nigeria. Let me take this opportunity to say good morning to Philly, Mrs. Felicia AEC. Yes. I hope you're all doing very well, and my children as well, and my bishop, I hope he's doing very, very well. Thank you very much for joining us as well. Okay, he disclosed this during a Wednesday briefing with journalists following his homage visit to President Bola Tinubu for the Eid al-Fitr in Lagos. According to Dangote, there has been considerable economic progress recently, indicating that the country is on the right path. Dangote stated that its refinery is offering diesel at 1,200 naira a litre, below the market rate of 1,650, and he believes this will contribute to lower inflation in the country. Definitely. But what percentage of the market is he controlling at the moment? That's what will be on the lips of other people. But of course, if refineries or pump stations are buying from him, that means that their retail prices will drop. Okay? And that will be good for the nation as a whole. Listeners, this is Star Radio UK. Well, yesterday I did talk about the Olubadan crisis in Ibadan. The Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State has said there is no crisis in the Olubadan's 2 ascension process, while calling on naysayers to desist from divisive statement. The governor stated this when he received the deputy governor, Barrister Adebayo Lawal, and Muslim dignitaries in the state who came to pay him a visit in his residence after leaving the state Muslim prayer ground. The imperial stool of the Olubadan became vacant following the death of Oba Lekan Balogun, who died after a brief illness. The governor said there was a great tension before the ascension of the late Olubadan, which was later resolved, stressing that any issue emanating in the ascension to the Olubadan stool will be resolved without any rancor. According to him, the Olubadan in council is yet to send an official letter to the state government on its decision on who is to ascend the throne. Now, Makinde said he would only approve or disapprove who ascended the throne after the nomination by the council. He assured that the government will make the best decision in the interest of Ibadan land and Oyo State at large when the Ibadan in council finally made the nomination. Meanwhile, the Otun Olubadan of Ibadan land, High Chief Rashidi Ladoja, has faulted the position of some Ibadan High Chiefs over the health status of the Olubadan designate Oba Wulabi Olukelen. All right then. Listeners, so coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, ex-Kogi governor's son slams and dies after Eid prayer in Abuja. A former member of the House of Representatives from Kogi State, Mohammed Idris, is dead. Mohammed, the son of a former governor of Kogi State, Ibrahim Idris, represented Ankpa, Olamabora, and Omala Federal Constituency at the lower chamber of the National Assembly. It was gathered that he slammed and died shortly after observing Eid prayer at his residence in Abuja on Wednesday. He has since been buried according to the Islamic rites at the Gudu Cemetery after a funeral prayer attended by a crowd of mourners at the National Mosque in Abuja. We say, may his soul rest in perfect peace. But the issue or the question that is on the list of most people is, when things like that happen, do they investigate? Is there an investigation that takes place at all? Well, I don't know, but let us know. I mean, when it comes to religion, and we say, okay, when the moment somebody dies, then it's, unless of course the police are thinking that if there isn't anything dodgy or fishy about it. But in this part of the world, if somebody just die, you cannot just take the person and bury. If the person has not seen a doctor within, I think, a week or 10 days, something of that nature, then you cannot bury the person. There needs to be a police report and all that. I don't know whether all those things are taken into account or are done before we allow things like that, the burial and those things to take place. But whatever it is, thank you very much. Let me know. I'm ill informed when it comes to that. Now, the legal team of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has threatened to pull out of the trial if the Department of State Services refuses unfettered access to Kanu held in its custody. Now, speaking to newsmen in Abuja yesterday, the lead counsel, Aloy Jimako, said the team will not participate in any process that will bring injustice to Kanu. He goes further to say in the court, we will not be part of meddling justice in a Nigerian court over the head of Nnamdi Kanu. We will refuse to be part of their programmed injustice, he said, and decried the DSS denial. He decried, okay, my apologies, just bear with me. And decried the DSS denial of access to Kanu by his legal team, making it difficult to properly prepare for his defense in the terrorism charges slammed against him by the federal government. Now, speaking earlier, another member of the Kanu legal team, Nemeka Ejiofor, said the unlawful repatriation of Kanu from Kenya by the government was an international crime committed by the government using its security agents. He said, if Nigeria was to be a human being, it would have been committed to prison for committing the heinous crime. The government sent people to Kenya to kidnap Kanu. Those people should be arrested and punished. Now, it goes on to say, until Nigeria purges itself of the crime of kidnapping Kanu, it remains a crime country, he said, adding that Kanu never committed any crime and did not do anything to warrant his persecution by the government of Nigeria. According to Ejiofor, calling for self-determination and referendum on whether the nation should stand as Nigeria is not a crime that should lead to incarceration of the IPOB leader. He said, Nigeria does not have a valid constitution to rely on, pointing out that the 1999 constitution is an extension of the decree of the military junta in power at the time. To avoid a vacuum, we are managing it as a country, and yet the government is not respecting it until the people of Nigeria come together to decide whether to exist as a nation. there cannot be Nigeria. And I tell you, the Yorubas will also be saying so. And somebody say that is what Chief Dr. Sunday Igboho also started, standing out for, saying that he think that they were being marginalized and people were killing their people, destroying their farms and properties and taking their lives. And then he was saying that we're not going to be standing out for that. We want out. But again, I don't know if this president, that Bola Tinubu, has actually met anyone from these groups. The other thing, sometime last week when we were having a program, I did talk about the fact that is it the deputy speaker or the speaker of the House of Representatives, one of them was making a statement that they are working to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is freed, but while the legal gymnastics are going on and all that stuff, they will just do their best to make sure they are talking to the presidency. But we have the elders, the northern elders, saying that no, he shouldn't be released. Why shouldn't he be released? Okay, now the issue is that if what he's saying is true, how do we address that? Now we come to the other situation where we're talking about the constitution. So we want constitutional reforms to be done. How do we do that? Especially when the majority or those in the north are saying that in the House of Representatives, they're for majority there. And therefore, whatever you do, you will not, because you're supposed to have some quantity of votes before that can be tabled. So if that cannot be done, then what is the way forward for Nigeria? Is it that when anybody makes a statement that, look, my people are being pursued, they are being killed, then they have to be arrested? What do you think about all that? It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. Now, the Minister of Works, David Umahi, yesterday explained in detail the cost of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, which I have been calling for. Umahi's explanation came on the heels of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar's recent claims that the cost of the project was 8 billion naira per kilometer. The minister clarified the construction of the Coastal Highway will cost 4 billion naira per kilometer, which indicates that the total project will be completed at the cost of 2.8 trillion naira. Now, speaking as the guest of a news program, the minister also dismissed insinuations that the project did not follow the due process in award of its contract. He noted that the contract was awarded on a counter-funding basis and not on the public-private partnership as widely claimed. Atiku had questioned President Bola Tinubu's administration decision to allegedly award the contract to Gilbert Chagres High-Tech without competitive bidding. He challenged Tinubu to disclose the full cost of the Lagos-Calabar Highway project. He also wondered why Tinubu's administration released 1.06 trillion naira for the pilot phase, or 6% of the project, which begins at Echo Atlantic and is expected to terminate at the Lekki Deep Sea Port. But Umahi also, in a statement on Tuesday, explained that amidst the rising cost of materials in the construction industry due to inflation and supply chain disruption, his ministry was resolute to managing the expenses and promised to reveal the true cost of the materials. Meanwhile, in a television interview, the former Ebonyi State governor affirmed that the project will be completed within 8 years. So let's see. Is some truth there? Why not? Why not? Listeners, this is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. There will be no room for criminal-minded travelers in Nigeria. Says who? Kemi Nandap, the Comptroller General, Nigeria Immigration Service, says no space will be given to any criminal-minded travelers across the windows of the country. Not the doors, the windows. Now, Mrs. Nandap, gave the assurance in a statement by the Service Public Relations Officer SPRO Kenneth Udo on Wednesday in Abuja. The CG extended hearty felicitations to Muslim officers and men of the NIS, Nigerian citizens and migrants who are residents in the country. Now, Mrs. Nandap felicitated the President Bola Tinubu and the Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, on this auspicious occasion. She also commended all Muslims who, through shared commitment and dedication, took time out to fast and pray for the security and unity and welfare of the country. In the quote, she said, she charged all Nigerians to continually promote godly virtues on a daily basis while affirming the NIS commitment to border security and management. May they rise to that occasion. Amen. Talk is cheap, isn't it? All right then. Now, one final story from Nigeria, and then we move on straight to other parts of Africa as well. Now, troops arrest ISWAP terrorists behind killing of Nigeria Army General, 3 others and other soldiers. A dreaded terrorist identified as one of the top commanding officers of Islamic State, West African province, that's ISWAP, Saidu Hassan Yellow, also known as Abu Saidu, has been apprehended. The reports obtained as Thursday allege that 32-year-old terrorist was the mastermind behind the attack on Askira town on November 12, 2021, where the commander of 28th Task Force Brigade and 3 soldiers were killed while reinforcing a counter-offensive operation against terrorists. A popular counter-insurgency expert and security analyst in the Lake Chad region, Zagazola Makama, disclosed it in a publication on Wednesday that intelligence sources revealed the terrorist was apprehended in a recent operation by the troops of 144 Battalion Operation Hiding Kai, deployed at the Madagali, Adamawa State. According to him, Abu Saidu is one of the most wanted terrorist kingpin on the watch list of the Nigerian military. He stated that the ISWAP commander was apprehended in a sting operation carried out by the troops at the Mubi Market General on April 9, 2024. As a kudos to them, may they continue to apprehend evil perpetrators like that in our communities. Okay, listen to Starr Radio UK. It's 11:31 and we go to other parts of Africa as well. Mali banned political party activities as calls for elections grow. Malian authorities on Wednesday issued a decree banning political party activities amid calls on the ruling army junta to organize elections. The announcement was made by the government spokesperson on state television on Wednesday evening. Abdullahi Maiga said the ban on political activities was made in the interest of maintaining public order. Now, the statement did not specify any threats to public order emanating from the political parties. There was no indication on when the suspension will be lifted. Mali has been under army rule since August 2020. Now, last September, the junta indicated it would renege on a promise to organize elections meant to bring back civilian rule this past February, citing technical reasons. No new election promises have been made. After the March transition deadline passed without a vote, any political parties and civil society organizations reacted by demanding elections. But will they? Are they prepared for it? So, well, they say no political activities. What do you think? This is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Now, in Togo as well, Togo's government said a planned 3-day protest this week over the arrest of opposition figures and new legislation scrapping president election was illegal and moved the heightened attention in the West African nation that had been ruled by the same family for almost 60 years. The Interior and Security Ministry said the protest set to begin on Thursday, that's today, will seriously disturb public order. In a separate notice, the government also delayed parliamentary elections until April 29, pushing the vote back by just over a week. A spokesman for the opposition behind the planned protest said the coalition was considering whether to move forward with the rallies anyway. Now, whenever they are in panic, they're ready to use any kind of tricks against the opposition. The spokesman Eric Dupoy told Associated Press. The government last week arrested 9 opposition activists for engaging in political activities at the market. All 9 were released on Tuesday evening. A statement from the public prosecutor's office said they were arrested for disturbing public order. A spokesman for those arrested, Thomas Koku Nsokbo, called the arrest arbitrary and abusive. The proposed constitution, which was passed by lawmakers in late March, grant Parliament the power to choose the president, doing away with direct elections. The opposition fears this makes it likely that President Faure Gnassingbé will be re-elected when its mandate expires in 2025. Listeners, this is Star Radio UK. This is the Thursday edition of the morning show, and it's now 11:35. Okay, let's move on from there. Let's go to Ghana as well. Yesterday we did talk about, or was it the day before yesterday? We did talk about the scholarship secretariat and some activities that's going on there, where scholarships are awarded to, well, those who are well-to-do. I mean, stuff like that. So it's not necessarily because of one person's ability, or is it intelligent, or is it favor by whoever is in authority? Well, the Office of the Special Prosecutor says it has commenced investigations into suspected corruption and corruption-related offences at the Scholarship Secretariat in July 2023. In a letter addressed to the National Democratic Congress Deputy National Youth Organizer Osman Abdullahi Yariga, the OSP indicated that the investigation is active and ongoing. The federal added, you may be contacted for assistance should the need arise. Well, so some are of the view that there is something dodgy or stinky, or you can smell a rat in there, and therefore investigations has to definitely take place there. So come your way from Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, a 47-year-old herbalist Abdallah Awar has been convicted by the Circuit Court in Accra after he was found guilty of manufacturing unregistered and unapproved medicine to cure COVID-19. He was subsequently sentenced to a fine of 7,500 penalty units, which is equivalent to 90,000. The court said, should he default with the payment of the fine, he will serve a 15-year-old custodial sentence. This was after the court, presided over by her Anna Mrs. Efia Owusu-Apia, held the prosecution led by Chief Inspector Amwa Richard of the Legal and Prosecution Unit at the CID headquarters was able to prove the guilt of Abdallah Awar, the first of 2 persons arraigned. He was found guilty of manufacturing herbal medicinal products without authority and manufacturing unregistered herbal medicinal products, attempting to sell unregistered herbal medicine products, manufacturing herbal medicines in unregistered premises, and storage of herbal medicine in unregistered premises, contrary to Section 130 blah 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 of the Public Health Act. Now, meanwhile, Mr. Bin Musa Abdallah, 27, said to be unemployed, and is the second accused, was acquitted and discharged. He was freed on 2 counts of abetment and attempt to sell unregistered herbal medicinal products, contrary to Section 18 there as well. But it is quite interesting. If that is taking place, then I think it's something good there, right? Because I'm looking at it this way, that if the regulatory body is going around cracking the whip, making sure that whatever herbal medicinal product that is on the market are wholesome and are not have not got anything, any serious side effects or anything that is going to, then why not? And that is good. So when we have somebody saying, but can they actually attest the fact that if somebody says this medicine that I have, this water, that is just water, and I say it's a panacea to about 10 sicknesses, and then you know that's what we do all the time. One medicine is a cocoa, it is for that, and it's for that, and it's for that, and it's for, and I look at it, I'm like, yeah, right. Who has attested to that? Well, so those are the bits that they need to address now. The efficacy of the medicines that is being produced. Is it true that it works? Let me take this opportunity to say good morning to Dr. Gina, the boss lady of GP1. All right then. Hers is Keishos. Yes, very good one. Yeah. All right then. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to one other story, and then we can move on from there. A radio presenter, Okiteche Frifa Mensa, has honored the invitation by the Nungwa Traditional Council after his presence was demanded to answer to allegations of making disparaging comments against the Gbogbo Wolomo Chitse, the overlord of the Gadangbe state, and the King Odaifio Welenchi III, the paramount chief of the Nungwa traditional area. Appearing before the council on Wednesday, April 10th, the presenter pleaded for pardon while attributing his indiscretion to being misinformed and having little knowledge about the status of the Gbogbo Wolomo at the time of his tirade. Now, I was against attempts to explain because an amount of explanation would be enough to calm you down, because as you've stated, my utterances were unsavory. But I will first plead because there is a saying that it is only the foreigner that is a blind fowl. I had no idea that when we say Gbogbo Wolomo, he is the overlord of the people. In my thought, he was some Kwekubun, some a popular fetish praise kind of, and anyone who has followed me knows I am a human rights activist from my association with the Fix the Country demonstration. However, as a sitting chief myself, even if I have the casual relationship with my boss, Kojo Dixon, and he is later installed, it is no more about himself, but rather the people he serves. He addressed the council in a video cited by Ghana Web. In their letter extending an invitation to the presenter, Frifa Mensa was urged by the council to accord their summons with utmost respect. The letter of invitation also noted that the outcome of the meeting could have far-reaching implications for both parties involved. It is, however, not known what the final resolution of the council on the matter was following the admission of guilt by the presenter and his plea for forgiveness. Interesting. What would they do? Well, they'll tell you. They'll crack the whip. Yeah, they call the shots there, and they. Well. Listen to Starr Radio, okay? 11:42. As I said, we'll finish the program at 12 o'clock. But wherever you are, don't da. We'll take a quick break, and once we come back, I'll take you to other parts of the world for you to know what is happening from Gaza to Guyana. Stay tuned. Don't you go away.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say order, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program. This is Star Radio UK. This is the Thursday edition of the morning show. We got about another 60 minutes to bring the program to a close. Wherever you are, don't touch the dial. Your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, and I remain yours sincerely, the one and only Archie. Okay, now let's move on to other stories making the rounds across the globe. Now, if you want to join us, feel free to do so. You can put your comments on our Facebook page. You can call us or you can text us. It's 0753966144, 0753966144. Our Twitter handle is at Star Radio UK and email address is info@starradiouk.com. Stay tuned and don't you go away. It was the most spectacular trial ever held in Vietnam, befitting one of the greatest bank frauds that the world has ever seen. Behind the stately yellow portico of the colonial era courthouse in Ho Chi Minh City, a 67-year-old Vietnamese property developer was sentenced to death on Thursday for looting one of the country's largest banks over a period of 11 years. It is a rare verdict. She is one of the very few women in Vietnam to be sentenced to death for a white-collar crime. The decision is a reflection of the dizzying scale of the fraud. Now, Trung My Lan was convicted of taking out $44 billion or $35 billion in loans from the Saigon Commercial Bank. The verdict requires her to return $27 billion, as some prosecutors said may never be recovered. Some believe the death penalty is the court's way of trying to encourage her to return some of the missing billions. The habitually secretive communist authorities were uncharacteristically forthright about this case, going into many details for the media. They said 2,700 people were summoned to testify, while 10 state prosecutors and around 200 lawyers were involved. The evidence was in 104 boxes weighing a total of 6 tons. Now, 85 defendants were tried with Trung My Lan, who denied the charges. There has never been a show trial like this. I think in the communist era, says David Brown, a retired U.S. State Department official with long experience in Vietnam, there has certainly been nothing on this scale. The trial was the most dramatic chapter so far in the blazing fairness anti-corruption campaign led by the Communist Party Secretary General Nguyen Phu Trong. A conservative ideologue steeped in Marxist theory, Nguyen Phu Trong believes that the popular anger over untamed corruption poses an existential threat to the Communist Party's monopoly on power. He began the campaign in earnest in 2016 after outmaneuvering the then pro-business Prime Minister to retain the top job in the party. The campaign has seen 2 presidents and 2 deputy prime ministers forced to resign and hundreds of officials disciplined or jailed. Now, one of the country's richest women has joined their rank. Trung My Lan comes from Sino-Vietnamese family in Ho Chi Minh City, formerly Saigon. It has long been a commercial engine of the Vietnamese economy, dating well back to its days as the anti-communist capital of South Vietnam, with a large ethnic Chinese community. She started as a market stall vendor selling cosmetics with her mother, but began buying land and property after the Communist Party ushered in a period of economic reform known as Doi Moi. In 1986, by the 1990s, she owned a large portfolio of hotels and restaurants. Although Vietnam is best known outside the country for its fast-growing manufacturing sector as an alternative supply chain to China, most wealthy Vietnamese made their money developing and speculating in property. All land is officially state-owned. Getting access to it often relies on personal relationships with state officials. Corruption escalated as the economy grew and became endemic. By 2011, Trong My Lan was a well-known business figure in Ho Chi Minh City, and she was allowed to arrange the mega of 3 smaller cash-strapped banks into a larger entity, Saigon Commercial Bank. Now, Vietnamese law prohibits any individual from holding more than 5% of the shares in any bank, but prosecutors say through hundreds of shell companies and people acting on her proxies, Trong My Lan actually owned more than 90% of Saigon's commercial. They accuse her of using the power to appoint her own people as managers and then ordering them to approve hundreds of loans to the network of shell companies she controlled. The amount taken out are staggering. Her loans made up 93% of all the bank's lending. Boy, oh boy. But the death penalty should be something that will cause her to give in, and whatever properties that she has, the 27 billion pounds that she is supposed to worth of property, amount that's $27 billion that she's supposed to pay, that she'll be able to pay or cough up. Well, if she's got the means, why not? Listeners, it's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. 10 minutes to the top of the hour at a time. The morning show of the program. This is stories making the rounds in other parts of the world. Now, President Joe Biden has promised Israel ironclad U.S. support amid fears that Tehran could launch reprisal for an attack that killed senior Iranian. Mr. Biden warned that Iran is threatening to launch a significant attack after Israel struck the Iranian consulate in Syria 10 days ago. We're going to do all we can to protect Israel's security, he added. Earlier on Wednesday, Iran's leader said Israel's attack in Damascus was equivalent to an attack on Iran itself. When they attacked our consulate area, it was like they attacked our territory, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei said in a televised speech. The evil regime must be punished, and it will be punished. It is unclear what form any reprisal attack will take. For Iran to strike Israel directly will risk an even greater escalation in the conflict, and analysts have said Iran does not have the military capability for a significant confrontation. Really? You might not know. Well. It is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, in South Korea's Liberal opposition party has won a landslide majority in the country's general election to retain control of parliament. Now, the Democratic Party and the smaller opposition parties jointly won 192 of the 300 seats in the National Assembly. The vote is widely seen as a midterm referendum on President Yoon Suk Yeol, who has 3 years left in office. His party leader Han Dong-hoon has resigned, and Prime Minister Han Dok-soo has offered to resign. This is a crushing defeat for Mr. Yoon and his People's Power Party, that's the PPP, which has been struggling to achieve its agenda in a legislature dominated by the DPK. The DPK's win means they will be able to fast-track and push legislation through Parliament. Now, both the DPK and PPP use breakaway satellite parties to maximize their vote under South Korea's electoral system, which assigns some seats to smaller parties whose seats count fall short of their overall support. This isn't the Democratic Party's victory, but a greater victory of the people of the DPK, leader Lee Jae-myung said today. The quote said, politicians on both sides of the aisle must pool our strength to deal with the current economic crisis. The Democratic Party will lead the way in solving the livelihood crisis, his reporters said. Okay, so coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, let me bring you this story first. Fake stamps are circulating in the UK, which are originating from China, a senior MP has said. Now, reports suggest a rise in complaints that stamps bought from legitimate stores are being deemed counterfeit. Anyone who receives a letter with a fake stamp is charged £5 by the Royal Mail. Now, Conservative MP Ian Duncan Smith said China is behind it. A Royal Mail spokesman said, "We are working hard to remove counterfeit stamps from circulation. The consumers are being warned to look out for strange perforations around the edge of a stamp, a shine to the surface, or the color looking off." Now, an investigation by the Daily Telegraph found that 4 Chinese companies had offered to print up to 1 million counterfeit stamps a week, with each stamp being sold for as little as 4p. Now, each before being sent to the UK. The fakes have been found for sale on various websites, the paper said, and they were also bought by small retailers who did not realize they were counterfeits. So, what do you do if you've gotten that? It's going to be interesting how to spot that. Well, if it's slightly off, then it is not original. Now, before me, I have pictures of a fake one and an original one. But until you have an original one, you wouldn't know that one, or you have 2 different ones. You wouldn't really know that one that you are holding is the counterfeit one. So if I go into a shop to go and buy it and I surcharge £5, or whoever receives the letter from me surcharge £5, then I think the shop, yes, will have to pay because they sold me that, right? Well. So now when you go and buy stamps, I think the best bet to do is now to take a picture of it. But listeners, it's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. The final story. Now, Home Secretary James Cleverly is coming under increasing pressure to rethink plans to clamp down on nuisance rough sleeping in England and Wales. The government is expected to make concessions in the coming weeks to try to stave off a backbench rebellion. Now, dozens of Conservative MPs are thought to oppose the plan. Now, more than 30 charities have written to Mr. Cleverly to warn the plans could see vulnerable women being fined for seeking shelter. Now, measures in the Criminal Justice Bill would allow police to move on nuisance rough sleepers, and if they do not comply, issues a fine or arrest them. Now, however, critics have argued that the definition of nuisance behavior is too broad and includes things such as causing excessive noise or smells, as well as being threatening or causing damage to property. Now, ministers have been holding talks with the potential Conservative rebels seeking to block the plans in Parliament in a bid to find an approach that keeps them on side. Well, those discussions are expected to resume when Parliament returns from its Easter break next week, and the backbenchers are confident there will be some movement. The Home Office argues the measures will tackle rough sleeping and begin where it caused damage, disruption, harassment, or distress to the public, while avoiding criminalizing the genuinely vulnerable ones. They are set to replace the 1824 Vagrancy Act, which makes begging and rough sleeping a criminal offense. This morning I went to the shops and I saw somebody begging. However, Tory backbencher Bob Blackman, who has tabled several amendments to the bill, believes the new plans are worse than the 19th century legislation. Now, these people are not there by choice. They are there because they've got nowhere else to go. They should be assisted, not arrested. He added. Conservative former minister Sir Ian Duncan Smith is among 11 Tories who are publicly backing his proposal along with opposition MPs. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I bring the program to a close for today. Tomorrow, God willing, will be coming your way with a Friday edition of the morning show. But I cannot leave the program without bringing you a nice tune to make your afternoon. But let's take this commercial, a quick one, and then from there, I will take my leave. So stay tuned It is Starr Radio UK.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Okay, I sign off with this song from the Zongo man himself, and he says what? The problem of Africa. Well, everybody's trying to solve their own problems, but we seem to be digging deeper into the problems. But what is the way forward for us? Well. Think about it. Tell me more when I come your way with another edition of the morning. On that note, with me, Archie, saying, have a wonderful day. I'm out like
The problem of Africa is the lead. Africa. Who run things? The problem of Africa is the lead. Africa. Who run things? Them all go to universities. Award them degrees. Big degrees. Big degrees. MSc in stealing. Bachelor of Arts, mismanagement. Another degree. Masters in looting. MSc in corruption. Bachelor of Science, nepotism. MSc in 4 years. Another degree. Bachelor of Arts in discipline. MSc in embezzlement. The problem of Africa is the lead. Africa. Who run things?
Thanks for listening.
The problem of Africa is the lead. Africa. Who run things?